Fire! There's something really interesting to me about duality, about two sides of the same coin in a lot of things. There are situations where we'll take something that's happening and we'll completely exclude the rest of the half of what's happening, only fixate on a specific part of something. That narrowing of your focus and excluding the rest of things doesn't take into account the whole context. A lot of times when we don't take into account what's happening in a broader context, we get really confused. It's like having the egg white without the yolk, the yin without the yang, the dark without the light, the sunrise without the sunset. They're both valid. The other part that confuses me sometimes about duality, people's belief that one is going to conquer the other. Isn't the very fact that you place a label on a spectrum give existence to the opposite end of the spectrum when you put a label on it? Isn't that how things work? I've been listening to a lot of Alan Watts lately, and another analogy that I've heard from him is it's like the crest of a wave trying to overcome the trough, or the trough of a wave trying to overcome the crest of the wave. That can't happen. They require each other for existence. I mean, come on! What's up, Doc? I mean, the more I think about duality, the more I realize that it's something that we erect up in our minds. It's something that we put labels on and expectations on. It's like all the same stuff. It's an entire spectrum. In order to condense it and maybe minimalize the comprehension of it so we can all understand it at a basic level, that's what we have to do. That's the game we have to erect. It just can get kind of scary sometimes. It's like trying to have an argument with another person. Can you really argue with someone else isn't there? I don't know. We vlog prompt for today is supposed to be 5 things that you love that everyone hates, or 5 things that everyone hates that you love. Let's do 5 things that I enjoy that people seem to be resistant toward. Number 1, thinking really big, thinking about existence. This is something that I love to do. I can see why people don't though. It's scary. If the truth is scary and thinking big kind of scares you when you think of yourself as poor little old me in the universe instead of seeing that you're all connected to everything, then it can be kind of depressing, right? Number 2 is fishing. I love to fish. It's so much more of an active sport than people think. People think fishing is going out on a boat and sitting in a lake and doing nothing, but fishing is a consistently active sport. You cast and you retrieve and you bump and you reel in and you shoot there and you cast there and you go in front of the weeds and you reel the fish in and you wait and take a picture of it and take video of it and then you throw it back. It's not something you sit and do nothing. I think that made sense. You go into doing something with expectations, and those expectations are either not met because they're over-expecting something or under-expecting something. The experience is sort of ruined because you're disappointed either way if your expectations don't meet reality. Something else I love to do is nothing. Is sitting. That's probably related to my time with fishing, but there's a nice feeling to just do nothing. Appreciate rain is number 4 because when it's raining outside, things are getting watered and life is happening and it's amazing, and it can be scary with thunderstorms and more intense things, but man, cut the weather some slack. The phrase, I can't live with this weather, and the phrase, I can't live without this weather, both do the same thing. They both exclude. I need this weather to survive. It must not change. I can't live with this weather. This needs to change. One of them is holding on to what is. The other one is excluding what is and saying that it must change. Anyone else just really fascinated with weather? You want to go outside to watch a thunderstorm instead of staying indoors? If it's hailing, stay inside for your safety. But I'm like that person that's fascinated in lightning bolts shooting miles long across the sky, illuminating landscapes, and these giant vibrations protruding from the atmosphere. It's definitely true that not all those spectrums are created equally because there are a lot of factors involved with spectrums. Let's talk simple spectrums here. The spectrums get very complicated. Celebrate the differences, celebrate the spectrums, see all of it, and celebrate it. Don't exclude any of it. That's the whole part I think I'm trying to communicate here. I don't know. As I've grown up, I've seen more and more reasons not to hate things. I just appreciate so much. It's probably because my expectations are very low. I may not have as high expectations as people, but I just want to enjoy this. What stops people from enjoying things? I have so many questions, as you can already tell. So, Beta Day 19, this DSLR is pretty heavy. I got a lot to learn. What about you? What patterns do you see in things that you enjoy but seem opposite on the spectrum to the things other people enjoy? Let me know down in my diaphragm. Keep being you, please, but enjoy you. You got your whole self to take care of. DFTBA. Yeah. In other news, I got through my quotes journal. Look at this. Check it out. Look at all the quotes. Cool, huh? That's fun.